Hey everyone, welcome to this beginner friendly backend course where I will teach you how to build the backend of sign up and sign in system. By the end of this video, you will understand routing, middleware, JWT authentication, and how to store passwords securely by using Bcrypt. If you have never written a single line of code, don't worry, I will explain each and every line of code. Let's start. So open your browser and search for Node.js. Go to the official site and download Node.js. I will provide the official site link in the description. You can go and check from there also. After installing, go to the command prompt and search here node-v. It is basically for checking purpose whether the node is installed or not. Now you can see here is the version of our node. Now open your VS Code and make a empty folder name as backend. Go to the terminal and click on the new terminal. Now type npm init to make a package.json file which contains all your dependencies and script file. Basically, it contains the package name, version, description, and many more things, which is not necessary to fill all the details. You can skip it by just pressing enter. Now you can see a package.json file is built, which basically contains all the things that I have tell before. Now create a file named as server.js which will contain our server code. Now install Express. You can type npm I express or npm install express. Both means same. I am going with npm I express. So wait for few minutes until you download. After downloading, you can see we got a node module file package log json. But here's the main thing to see. In package.json, we have added a dependencies known as express. Now go to the server file and import it as express like I am doing. Const express is equals to required express. We are making an instance name as app which will handle all our request and response on the server. App.listen means we are hosting the server and making it available on a specific port. Here I am deciding my port as 8000. You can go with any other port like 7000, 4000. Now to run our file, type nodeserver.js. You can see our server is running as it's written what we were logging in the code. There is another way to run it. Go to the package.json and make a dev script like I am doing. Now you can go to the terminal and bash command npm run dev. You can see our server is running. To make it off or terminate, you can just press Ctrl C and Y to terminate or off our server. Let's make a GET request for your server. Type app.get slash in inverted comma and we are getting a response that says hello from server. An important thing to note, make sure to restart the server every time you make any changes to it. Go to any browser and type localhost colon your port number. Here my port number is 8000. Here we are getting a response hello from the server. It's showing on our browser as it's a GET request. where we are not sending any request file. You can check it in inspect mode of your browser. Go to the network and check it there. You will be getting the response from the server. To send post request, you can go with Postman application. For now, I am using VS Code extension Thunder client. Go to the extension section and download it from there. Click on the new request. Type the same URL that we were using on our browser. Here on the left side, we can see options for our request like get, post, put, delete. As our server currently contains only get part, select get and send. You will get the response that we were getting on our browser. If we change the code from get to post and send the request, we will get an error as it not contain any request. Same with put and delete. Now let's understand routing. I am going to Wikipedia page. Here I am searching for India. You can observe a small change in URL is done. This means we are sending the request to the server to get the front end and back end data for India. You can change it and try for China or for Japan. Let's code a small route request same as this. Copy the above code and make a small change there. After slash, type P1 and change the response to hello from P1. Same do for P2. Now restart your server if in case it's running. Just press Ctrl C to terminate it and upward button on the keyboard to send the same line of code request in terminal. Go to the Thunder client and send request for P1. Make sure to change the URL and do same for P2. Let's make a well-structured routing system. Make a new folder named route. Inside it, make a new file named auth.route.js. We are making a instance named route that only handles the routes. Router.post slash signup, comma. We will make a separate code for request and response section, unlike we have done it in this server.js file. Copy and paste same line of code for a couple of time and rename it as sign in, update and delete. To make the request and response file, make a new folder named controllers and make a new file named authcontrollers.js. Here we are making a code for register user, which is an async function. Wait a minute, I will explain further what is the async function is. Copy same line of code couple of times. Renamed it as login users, update user, and delete user. Make sure to export these modules as we need these modules in the route section. Now in the route sections, we are importing these respected modules just after respected request. By typing name, we will get recommended same named module. Make sure you have saved the file when you make any changes to it. Now we are exporting our router and will import it in server.js file as it's the main file. Here I am making a base URL for all route. Now after it all things come from auth routes. As we are not getting recommendation, we will going to import it manually. To check whether the file is imported correctly or not, just press Ctrl and click on the imported thing. You will direct it to the main file of that module. We have set up most of the thing, but we need the database to store the data of the user. In this video, we are going with MongoDB, which is one of the best database for beginners and easy to use. Go to the mongodb.com, go to sign up with your Google account. It will ask you few things. Do same as I am doing. It will ask the name of provider, the region, select it according to you. Make sure on the top, select the free one. Now, create development. Rewrite the username and password if you want. Make sure to remember this password as it is very important. Click Create Database User. You can connect your database with many methods. We are going with the drivers one. Here we will get the connection string, which is the main thing to connect our backend to the database. In case you want that string again, click on the connect button and you will be back to the same pop-up. See, here it's asking for password. That's why I tell to store your password somewhere. But don't worry if in case you forgot it. Go to the database access and change the password. One more thing to know, go to the network access section, click on the add addresses and allow accesses from everywhere. Basically, it will help you in case your IP got changed. To connect our backend with database, make a folder named config and make a new file named db.js. Install Mongoose by bashing npm i mongoose. Until it installs, let's write the code for it. Import it. We are making a function named dbconnect, which is again a async function. Now it's the right time to understand it. Basically, a async function allows you to pause the ongoing execution at a certain place where await statement is used until the awaited task is done. Simply, a async function allows you to pause execution at an await statement until the awaited task is resolved. Here we are trying to wait until it connects to our database. If it's connected, then we are logging it in the terminal. In case if it catches any error, we are going to log the error message. Now export it as connectdb. Import it in server.js file and make sure to run it. Check whether it is imported successfully or not. Here I have made a small mistake in name. Let's correct it. Run the server. Now we successfully connected our server with backend as it logged here connected with DB. Now let's understand how we store data in database. We are storing data in a structured manner by writing schema. Like we are going to store name, email, and password. In order to store it, we will write a schema. Schema basically means a structured way to store data. Make a new file named model, in which make a new file named model.js. Import mongoose. New mongoose.schema. This create a new schema using mongoose which will help to define the structure of user data. As we are storing name, email, and password, we are writing its type as it's a string and is it compulsory, required, or not. Now export schema named user. Make sure email should be unique every time. Let's write the logic to get the data. Come to the controller section. In register user logic, first we are trying to get the request from the user. And checking it whether its user already exists or not by searching it in database from user.findById code where we are passing email which is a compulsory data to be stored as it is a async one. First we will check if the user already exists, then the code will execute further. If already exists, then respond user already exists. If not, first of all, we will hash the password and store it in hashed password. We are using one of the most used library, Bcrypt, to hash the password, in which we are passing password and number of factor or you can say salt to hash it. Install Bcrypt as shown below. You can go to the Bcrypt generator and can see how it works. You can generate a hashed code for a single word for multiple times. Now, we are creating a space in our server to store the user data, which is name, email, and hashed password. If user created successfully, response status 201 and message user created successfully. If it catches any error, response 500 status and log the error message. Now, let's check whether it's working or not. Make sure to import the library bcrypt as shown above. Now start the server, go to the Thunder client, make sure to use base URL, then the route which is /signup. In body, pass the required parameters, name, email, and password in the same way as I am writing. Make sure it's a post request. Here, I am getting an error. Let's fix it. We forgot to parse the JSON in the server file at this line in the server.js. It basically means we are parsing our JSON data. Here, I am getting an error. Let's fix it. We forgot to parse the JSON in the server file at this line in the server.js. It basically means we are parsing our JSON data. Now, rerun the server and send the request. We successfully created our user. We are getting name, email, and hashed password with ID. Let's check it on MongoDB. Go to Browse Collection. See, here we are successfully created and store our user data on MongoDB. Now, let's write the logic for login user. First, we will ask the user for email and password. check whether it exists or not. If we do not get any user email or check the password with stored hashed one by Bcrypt compare. You might be thinking, why compare it? We can make the hashed password again and check it with the store ones. As I said earlier, we can generate multiple hashes with one word. See, here we are verifying different hashes with one word. If all things true, we are generating a web token from JWT. We are generating a token with our secret by which we can get a user ID and can decode the token in future with that secret. Install JSON Web Token. Make the secret on the top of the file and store it as JWT secret. If user login successfully, log login successfully with token. Otherwise, log error. Restart server and check. We are getting an error again as we haven't imported JWT. Let's import it in the top of the file. pass the required parameter in JSON as we required the email and password for login purpose. See, we get the token. Before writing the logic for update user, we have to make a middleware. Let's understand what is middleware. Basically, it is a middleman between server and database which check is the user it authorized or not to make any changes to database. Let's write the logic for it. Make a folder named middleware and add a file auth_middleware.js. As we have generated the token, let's see an real example. I am opening the ChatGPT network. In any file, you will get an authorization token same as we have generated with the bearer word at the first. We are making an request, response, and next instance. First, we are trying to get authorization from headers. If it has token, split it from first index as it is stored with the first word bearer. If we not got the token, send response unauthorized. If token found, then try to decode it by our JWT secret which we use to generate the token. If decode successfully, then we will call the next action that user want to do like delete or update. If catches any error, log error message. Now export the middleware as protect. Add it in route section before update and delete. You can see the first word here is bearer. then token is stored. Same thing we have to do in the Thunder client to update the user. In header, make authorization section and write bearer, then store the token that we have generated earlier. Hmm. Writing again and again important thing everywhere is not a good practice. We are going to make an environment file by making a new file with name .env. This file will contain all the sensitive things like JWT secret and MongoDB connection URL. Go to the middleware section and add process.env. Before the JWT secret. Make same change in controller section. Remove JWT secret from the top as it is useless now. Now go to the db.js file and remove the connection string from there and add it to an env file. Replace that section with process.env.mongoURI. Install .env by npm id.env. Add require.env.config on the top of server.js code. Rerun the server to check whether it's working or not. All things working fine. Now regenerate the token and add it to the header section. Make authorization and add it like me. Send JSON data with the name parameter as we can only change that. We have successfully updated the username. Go to the MongoDB and check there too. At last, we are going to write the delete logic here. First, try to find the user and delete it by user ID. By code, find by ID and delete, passing the parameter user ID. If user not found, response user is not applicable. Otherwise, delete it and lock delete successfully. If it catches any error, log the error message. Rerun the server and check header section contains token. We have to pass user ID as a parameter for JSON. You can easily decode the JWT token. Go on JWT IO, paste the token there. You will get the user ID same that we are getting as a response. Send the request as delete with user ID as a parameter. Now we have successfully deleted the user. You can go to MongoDB and check it there. You will find nothing as we have created and deleted all the things successfully. Now at last I am going to send all requests and verify it on MongoDB.